Gobble gobble, everybody. This is the Sliders Review. And since it's November, I shall be talking about Thanksgiving episodes. And today I will be talking about The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air Season 1 episode Talking Turkey. Yeah, I know it's not Thanksgiving. It's like close to being the New Year and everything. But I'm late making this video because I just got like HBO Max again. So yeah, but hey, by the time next year comes around and it be Thanksgiving, then people will probably see the video. But anyways, so yeah, I remember this episode fondly from back in the day. I still remember the whole like them trying to cook like Thanksgiving dinner and totally screwing up. I always feared that growing up. And when it comes to Christmas, I can cook a pretty mean Christmas dinner, man. Like I still got that ham, and like I bought a huge ham this year, man. Like normally I buy a ham like very early in December, but this time I waited a week before Christmas and they had like the big ones out and everything for really like half price. And man, I made it taste so good. Unlike last year. Last year I didn't have like a lot of the stuff I needed to fix it up and it tasted hot and sweaty, but this time it was nice and sweet and I was just eating that ham like it was like I was cutting like big slabs and everything, and I still got some till this day. Like it's a big ham. But Thanksgiving's a little bit of a different story. That turkey, man, some years I can cook a turkey good, and other years I just can't. And so I really feel them in this episode because that's always been one of my worst fears is like messing up the turkey. That big old bird, man, I swear. Anyway, so in this episode is very unique because Will's mom gets to visit. And I always assumed that his mom would be played by the woman in the intro, but it's not. And what's really interesting about season 1 of Fresh Prince is how different the house look. Like when they go into like the kitchen, the like countertops are like green, but then it changes in later seasons, and the front room looks a little different, and like they used to show different areas of like the yard and like the house. They stopped doing that in later seasons for some reason. And I remember when his mom used to visit, boy, I used to hate those episodes because she was mean. And I mean, she was just downright mean and everything. And I'm just like, God, man, Will got such a mean mom and everything. Like the dark skinned Aunt Viv, she was mean, but she was also funny. But his mom was a different story. That was just a hateful woman. And so, like, I always dreaded when she came to visit him. And so right off the bat that you realize is that other than making fun of Uncle Phil, she's very hard on Will. Like, you know, Will has gotten used to the cushy lifestyle of like having like a butler and living up in the rich life. And so like, you know, she doesn't like that he's slacking off and wants him to start doing chores around the house. She makes him take her bags to the room, makes him cut that huge yard and like all kind of stuff, you know. And so because of this, she tells like, you know, Vivian, her sister, like, you know, Will has gotten lazy since he started living with y'all, and you know, your kids are pretty lazy too and everything because, you know, they didn't, because like here's the thing about Philip and like Vivian and stuff, they didn't grow up rich, you know, they had to work hard, and Uncle Phil especially. So like once they started living that good life, they got cushy with it, and their kids are spoiled rotten to the core. And you know, so that really started to affect Vivian when her sister started like, you know, dogging her and everything. And when Vivian tells like her husband, you know, she even tells me, you know, like Hillary talking about, Daddy, I need $300 and stuff like that. And like, you know, because they're just spoiled rotten. And so she forces all the kids to cook Thanksgiving dinner. And, you know, that is crazy because they're just kids and teenagers and stuff. Well, Ashley's the only kid. The other ones are teenagers. And they didn't know what the world they're doing, you know, but hey, they trying their best. And so like Carlton, he invited like his teacher to come eat, and what? Watching them cook was hilarious. I wish they would have spent more time on that. You have Ashley dropping the cranberry sauce and then putting it back on the tray. You have Carlton talking about like the stuffing is dry. Look, I don't make my own stuffing. I get that stuff out of the stove top box, and I'm good with that. And honest to God, I didn't even know stuffing was like bread. I just assumed it was like that weird mushy stuff from stovetop and everything. I've had homemade before. Homemade, it's weird. Like I had like the cornbread kind. There's just a different flavor with that and texture than like the other kinds. I don't know if it's necessarily good or bad, but it's a different like flavor, you know what I'm saying? But I always get that savory turkey kind. That's my favorite right there. And so like, I'm surprised they didn't make like potato salad on the show, because you think like they would make potato salad. That's especially because they're black. 'Cause that's like one of the main things black people eat like during the holidays and stuff. I know I do, man. I cook a big giant bowl of that. I'm simple. Thanksgiving, I just want turkey, potato salad, and mashed potatoes and dressing. That's it. Christmas, I want the same thing. I just substitute the turkey for ham. And I'm just a simple person like that. And so, like, I forgot what Hillary was supposed to do. She cooked, oh, rolls and stuff, and she couldn't even do that. Like, she burnt the crap out of them. And of course, Will, he, like, cooked the turkey and stuff. And so, my God, man, like the dressing was like runny mashed potatoes, and then Hillary made sure she let the teacher know that the cranberry sauce like fell after he ate it and stuff. And then came that turkey, and Will was so happy with that turkey and stuff. And so Uncle Phil just trying to cut into it, and it's completely frozen. Like, I always wonder how the heck did that happen? Because he like baked it and it has some color on it. It has about the same color as Marjorie Taylor Greene's turkey. So it was like that pale and everything. And so he's just trying to cut it. It is completely frozen. So of course the moms, they like make a salad and stuff like that. And Vivian lets her know that, like, her sister hurt her feelings and stuff, because that really hurt her knowing that her kids were spoiled rotten. Because she tells her straight up, they didn't have stuff growing up, and she wanted her kids to have the best of everything, and you can't blame her for that. But you also can't blame Will's mom for saying that, she wants him to be like hard working and not to be lazy, because you have to be hard working in life. You can't just be a spoiled brat and have everything handed to you because of like nepotism or something like that. And so like, I get what both moms are like saying, but you have to find like a nice blend for like both of them. But all in all, this was like a pretty cool, like, Thanksgiving. Like, I've never forgotten that episode. But however, I used to think that it was the Christmas episode, but it's the Thanksgiving. And, man, Fresh Prince, man. I just watched the reunion special. I finally like decided to watch it, because I don't really like watching reunion specials that much no more. I used to in the past, but not really. It was nice to see everybody, like, 30 freaking years, man. I still remember the day the show got canceled. I couldn't believe it. I thought that show was going to go on for many, many, many more years, and it didn't and stuff. And it's one of those finales that you remember. And it's just, that was such a great show back in the day. Well, then that just fill you up. Well, alrighty, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.